Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. We recently polled you, our YouTube community, on which Faith No More song we should do. And your top choice was Epic, so that's what I'm going to check out today. I've had just a taste of Mike Pattons' vocals, and they were jaw-dropping. So I'm very curious what their hit breakthrough song sounds like. Let's get to it.
If you can't, then it doesn't matter anyway. You will never understand it cause it happens too fast. And it feels so good, it's like walking on glass. It's so cool, it's so hip, it's alright. It's so groovy, it's out of sight. You can touch it, smell it, taste it so sweet. But it makes no difference cause it knocks you off your feet.
I gotta say, I was expecting some singing right from the beginning, and it's rap. It's rap. I know they did a little bit of rapping in another song in Midlife Crisis, just a little bit, but I mean, this is just like totally rap. And I don't know that it really feels like metal to me. It's definitely got some hardness to the music, or heaviness to it, I should say, but it's almost peppy. It's really interesting. Oh, let's go back to the beginning. I love that green paint splattering everywhere.
Can you feel it? See it? Hear it today. If you can't, then it doesn't matter anyway. You will never understand it cause it happens too fast. And it feels so good, it's like walking on glass. It's so cool, it's so hip, it's alright. It's so groovy, it's out of sight. You can touch it, smell it, taste it so sweet. But it makes no difference cause it knocks you off your feet.
A few really interesting things about his rapping. It is really overdoing the consonants so much that the consonants almost feel like they're a vocal drum kit. He's very deliberate about putting consonants on beats or on a logical subdivision of the beat. He's over accentuating all of the dynamics with the consonants as well, so they're very, very loud. Often with singing, or even just when you're thinking about projecting a lot of speech, the vowels in particular carry more sound energy that has a pitch to it, whereas a lot of times consonants don't have as much pitch and that carry opportunity. Things like a sibilance might have a lot of carry opportunity, especially on a microphone. But the way that he is giving them so much extra emphasis really makes it feel like he's got like a hi-hat in his mouth at times to me. Let's go back.
If you can't, then it doesn't matter anyway. You will never understand.
Oh, the very, very first line had an echo. Very heroic. Yeah, interesting production. Listen to that. Just that first line. Not echo. It's doubled, tripled, maybe. And then just single.
Then it doesn't matter anyway. You will never understand it cause it happens too fast. And it feels so good, it's like walking on glass.
And they're doubled again.
So cool, so hip, it's alright. It's so groovy, it's out of sight. You can touch it, smell it, taste it so sweet. But it makes no difference cause it knocks you off your feet. Want it all, but you can't have it. Crying, bleeding,
What?
but you can't have it.
There's so much nasality that is in this first part. It's like, it's almost like a cat meowing.
It's out of sight. You can touch it, smell it, taste it so sweet. But it makes no difference cause it knocks you off your feet.
It's not until it that we get a little more dome in the sound. Otherwise, it's just totally pushed into the front of the face like crazy. That's reminds me a little bit of Ozzy, actually.
No difference 'cause they're not your
So in your face.
crying, bleeding, lying on the floor. So you lay down on it and you do it some more. You got to share it, so you dare it, then you bear it, and you deserve it.
That was a really, really cool
Down
riff
on
in
it
there.
and you do it some more. You got to share it, so you dare it, then you bear it, and you deserve it.
Yeah, that's funky. That top note can't. A lot of times when I hear a singer hit the top note in the phrase, I'll think, okay, yeah, that, like they carried that into that top really nicely, or maybe the phrasing was good. This one, not only is it nice phrasing into it, it carries through nicely, but I just hear this expansion available on that top pitch that tells me he can go way, way higher. There is not any sort of stress on the vocal folds in that note. It just sounds like the voice wants to expand higher. I wonder how high his voice goes. Yeah, he could go like way higher than that. Yay! Go higher. I feel like they're teasing me. I really want him to sing higher. We got like a little bit higher there. Oh, there's that really cool chromatic guitar riff again. I like that a lot. It like feels like you're leveling up in a video game. I feel lots of really good positive energy from this. Like there's a fun groove. Yeah, it feels like we're having fun. I also wanted to mention Corey Taylor went on record saying that this song changed his life, that he wouldn't be where he is today without this song and this particular music video on the 1990 MTV Music Awards, or Music Video Awards maybe. He was recovering from an attempted suicide when he saw this, and inspired him to take back up writing and singing. And so I'm watching this and wondering, okay, what is it exactly that inspired him? Part of me just thinks it's the really fun groove. There seems like a certain celebration of life here. And a part of it also is Mike Pattons got an expansive range that you can just tell he can sing so much more. And then the rap in this setting is really fun. Okay, anyhow, really, really love that it's inspired somebody to continue an artistic career. So explorational as a vocalist. Like that suddenly had a ton of restriction in the pharyngeal space back here. But then on What Is It, it also had some distortion. What is it? What is it? What is it? I'm gonna go back one more time. What is it? What is it? Huh. Yeah, he really knows how to play with placement and go to extreme ends of it too. It's interesting. Lightning! That instrumental break to me felt like one of the most epic parts of the song. I want to go back and listen to that again, see if I can point out why it feels epic. That section, the way it embraces this feeling of trying to continue to rise, is one of the reasons I think it feels epic. One more time on that area. So and the way it keeps going up and has the harmony too to increase that texture. Yeah. So it's partly the rising, and then it felt like just a really beautiful melody with great harmonization underneath. I really dig that instrumental section. So the very first "What is it?" that has a lot more space essentially in the back of that vocal tract. So it's got some more depth in the sound, particularly in like the brassiness of the sound. So when we talk about different tone qualities, a lot of times you'll see that reflected in the overtones of the sound overall. So not just the fundamental pitch, the like main one that we would identify, but all of these extra sounds that ring above it. Those ones, the ones that are brighter, meaning maybe are more present than others, help determine if it's a really brassy sound or a dark sound. I'll show you that sometime soon in some spectral analysis clips. I've been planning that for a while. So he has ones that almost are just super brassy, super focused in the front. And then there are other ones that have a lot more deep space in the back. So you can go like right up here at the sound, and you can really constrain that area if you go really far forward, right? Or if you go back into like a dome, almost like you have an egg in the back of your mouth, it's going to have a lot more dark undertones. And I hear in the very first "What is it?" the darkness, and then when he's doing the "What is it?" later in response, that one is so brassy in front. It's raining! Yeah, that's it. I like that very soft yeah in the background. You hear it sounds like a little bit of maybe falsetto happening from Mike Pattons. And then there's also an octave lower doubled, I think. this piano transition is beautiful. But I'd read that there was a controversial fish part at the end, and I was thinking to myself, no, I've not seen anything like that yet. And right now, it's true that seeing the fish flopping around looking like it's in its last moments of life, that doesn't give me the feel goods. Side note, I read somewhere that this is Bjork's or was Bjork's fish, but maybe she had some sort of disclaimer of that. Anyhow, question mark about whether it's Bjork's fish or not. It's appropriately somber. Whoa. I was not expecting to see the piano go boom. That was very disturbing. I don't like seeing pianos explode. I don't like seeing pianos on fire, as we've seen in a couple music videos here. It just, they're such beautiful instruments. I hate seeing that. And also the fish, that was disturbing too. I agree with many of you on that topic. But I was very much intrigued by Mike Pattons' vocals. The way he goes to extremes in his vocal tract is interesting, and it's really fun to hear rap in this setting as well. The groove of the song overall is fun. It makes you want to embrace life in a lot of ways, so I'm really, really glad that it was a big inspiration to Corey Taylor. If you want to check out the first time that I ever heard Faith No More, you can check out this link over here. That was due to your recommendations, by the way. Thank you so much, and may you fall more in love with music every day.